Biden is threatening our freedom of movement. He is trying to implement this vehicle kill switch law, which enables them to have control over our vehicles remotely, and it could be without warning. In the $1 trillion infrastructure bill, hidden in that bill was the vehicle kill switch law. A lot of these newer cars have access to internet, so you can access them throughout the entire world, meaning you could be in the most remote place on earth and they could still access your car. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? It's opening the doors to a lot more things. Some types of car kill switches are fuel line shutoff valves, car battery disconnect switches, remote control car battery switches. That one's scary. Fuse box kill switches, and ignition wire kill switches. The one that scares me the most is the remote one, because it can be accessed anywhere. With all these new satellite internets, these cars can access the internet wherever and whenever they want. There's a lot of threats that come with this, including hackers hacking into the cars. I think this is a bigger problem than they actually think, and this can cause a ton of problems. So why does this relate to cryptocurrency? Well, crypto was created to decentralize money, meaning there's no one entity in control. You can transact peer-to-peer with no middleman in between. It makes it simple and easy to transact. I'm going to show you a few articles that I really like to discuss why we need cryptocurrency. And I believe it's super important that you understand, and that we understand that crypto is the future. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll keep you guys updated. But without further ado, let's jump into it. So what does this kill switch law and cryptocurrency have in common, and why am I even talking about it? Well, I'm going to explain why. First off, we have to understand what the main purpose of cryptocurrency is. Cryptography is used to create a cryptocurrency, and digital currencies are protected by mathematics, not, I repeat, not by individuals or a trust. So what is the purpose of a cryptocurrency? Well, cryptocurrencies aim to resist the power and responsibilities of one's funds to the owner. Hence, Bitcoin, a permissionless, irreversible, and pseudo-anonymous form of a payment, is an attack on banks and governments' control over their citizens' financial activities, meaning it's meant to transact peer-to-peer, not with any governments or any other middleman in between. So it's very simple, easy, and no one else gets their hands in it. This right here is the process of a bank transfer to another person and then a cryptocurrency transfer peer-to-peer. User A transacts their money through a bank or some financial institution, and then user B receives it from them. Whereas Bitcoin or a blockchain, user A, it is sent into the network, verified by other miners, and then it is sent to the other person. No financial bank in between, no one saying that you can't do this. No limits on how much you send, when you send it. We know with Western Union, there's always a delay, or Swift, or whatever banking system that you use to transfer money, there's always going to be some type of delay. With cryptocurrency, it's simple, easy, and fast. No one can tell you no. With the traditional banking system, anybody can tell you no. And that's why it's super important to control your own money and not let others control it for you. So why do I talk about this vehicle kill switch law and cryptocurrency? Well, they're trying to control where you can drive, when you can drive. They're going to try and put a kill switch in there by 2026, which can enable them to enable you to not drive, if that makes sense. It's kind of scary, to be honest. It seems like this world's turning more into you cannot do that or you can do that versus do whatever you want, but you know the consequences of it. It seems like we're trying to get controlled. And I'm not just trying to exaggerate this, but it's weird. It's a weird world we live in, and it kind of gets scarier and scarier, especially when they're trying to implement like fuel line shutoff valves, car battery disconnect switches, remote control car battery switches, which is super scary to me. Imagine them, you're up somewhere in the mountains, wherever, in the forest, camping or whatever, and they remotely deactivate your car. So you can't start it, you can't do anything. You could get into trouble, you could freeze, you could be getting robbed and you can't run away or drive away or anything like that. So that's what's kind of scary to me. What if for some reason a hacker gets into your car and then stops it immediately in an intersection? It could cause a wreck, could cause some real problems. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of it. I see some of the pros, like if you're a drunk driver and you're trying to drive, but you're not supposed to, then I can see that. But for many people, many people, I think it's over the top. I think it's too much. And to say that they're going to mandate it in new cars starting in 2026 is absolutely insane. What was crazy is last year, the Biden administration drafted a 2,700 page infrastructure bill with a total budget of $1 trillion. What they discovered was that that bill included a measure that mandates automakers to install vehicle backdoor kill switches in every car by 2026. The reason for this measure is to reduce the risk of injury to drivers and passengers on the road by passively monitoring the performance of the driver in order to accurately identify whether that driver may be impaired. And that's why I'm so interested in cryptocurrency. I don't want anyone to tell me what I can and can't do with my money. I want to control it myself. I want to be my own boss and be responsible for when I can spend and save money. And I don't want anyone to tell me whether I can and cannot. And that is why we need cryptocurrencies, to be a decentralized system. And that is the reason why Satoshi Nakamoto created this in the first place. It is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. I hope you like this short, sweet video, but I just really want you to understand we need crypto in our life so other people can't control our money. This is Colton, and I'll see you guys on the flip. Peace.